time. It's going to be airing on your darling radio station on 103.5. And yes, I'm excited, super excited to be your host for the show. And yes, it promises to be beautiful. It promises it's reloaded. It promises to be everything that you always have wanted, in the city of Ibadan and anywhere you are listening to us from. Yes, we'll be having different segments on the show. But before then, let me introduce myself. I am L to the I to the P to the S to the C to the A to the N to the E. I am Lips Kane. And yes, before I introduce what the show is all about, that's a long time show. I'd like us to just, go a bit of, go play some songs so you can get ready for what I'm bringing to you today.
As my dreadlocks are longer, I know say right now, now my time, I no go waste them rara. I go use them dada. I go use them dada. You know say, how they see I'm cheche. So if I do you wrong, I apologize. For the people who they sympathize, I gotta go make them larger.
Okay, welcome back. Like I said earlier, it's a lunchtime show, and this is the very first time you're going to be listening to the show. And yes, I'm inviting you, I'm welcoming you also. I'm telling you to invite other people, because what's the show going to be about? It's going to be certainly about learning, earning, and appreciating. So yes, we have 3 segments on the show. The first segment's been the Lunch and Learn, where we get to tell you, tell you what's happening. We get to discuss on a particular topic and make sure that you learn something from it. It's not just about you hearing, some people talk on radio and hearing things happening it's about you knowing. It's about you learning. What can you gain from a particular program? What can you take? And so yeah, this is what I took from listening to this particular show, because time is money, and that time should be used valuably to make sure that you learn something, or just convert what you've learned into whatever you wish to convert. So of course we'll be talking on the lunch and learn. We'll be talking about things, a particular topic, and discussing more on it, giving more insight and things you should know. And yes, it's going to be very, very beautiful. It's not just going to be me talking and talking and talking. No, it's going to be something that you would want to stick to your radio set to listen to. Okay, and the second segment will be the lunch and greet. Yeah, the lunch and greet particularly focuses on we appreciating your people. We appreciating people that has made impact in your life. We have. You just know you like somebody, you've experienced some certain type of warmth and love and comfort from somebody, and you want to appreciate this person and say, oh, thank you. So just call in. It's just less than 2 minutes. I want you to just tell me, oh yeah, I want you to call this number. Tell him or her, or I'm grateful, or thank you, or whatever, you want to say, whatever appreciation or greetings you want to give to the person, just, for like a minute or two. And then the last part, which is the part I know that you always want to, have, that's like your favorite part. It's like the lunch and win, where you get to call and we just give you questions, very, very cheap questions, but sometimes also it could be very, very tricky questions, and you get to learn. You get to win yourself something good, win yourself anything at all, right? Okay, so yes, we're gonna kickstart at this point, but before then, let's just go on a quick one before we give you the big that is happening. We give you the whole the whole treat to it.
It's a Friday feeling. We don't need a reason to start a freaking party, yeah. Everybody to the rhythm, you don't have to know the lyrics. Just listen to the music, yeah. Are you fair? Are you see? Are you payment? Better do. There's no time, all we have is now. this moment forever. So we'll get high on life, party all night, like a Friday. You and I, your hands on mine, party all night, like a Friday. This moment forever, yeah. This moment forever, yeah. We only have each other tonight. Dance with me just one more time. Tonight is gonna change our lives. 'Cause every day is Friday night. Yeah, are you fair? Yeah, are you see? Are you baby? You better go. There's no time. All we have is now.
All right, you're still on to Honor 103.5, and it is the lunchtime show. So yes, I know most of you have had that time with the December thing, the DETTY December, and most of you are trying to already just recover from it and all of that. So I bring to you, something you need to know, because most of the time people act in different ways. I mean, there's this book by a particular author, Tim LaHaye, who says, it's titled "Why You Act the Way You Do." So there are certain things in our about us, about our makeup, when you say genetic makeup, when you say maybe places you're born, something about where you nature and nurture. It's called nature and nurture. There are certain things about the seasons and times, and of course you're going to agree with me that there are seasons and times for everything, and every type of season brings forth a particular type of fruit and brings up. That's why when you're born, something they say, you're born in this place, or maybe you're born in River State, or that's why you know how to do this, maybe that's why you like fish, or that's why you know how to swim. And sometimes you feel like, you can learn some of these things also. It's not like that. But most of the time, if you get to listen, if you get to pay more attention, you're going to understand that certain things happen because certain people are born in certain places, and you cannot do anything about it aside just accept the fact that that is what it is. So today we'll be talking about people born between the period of December the 22nd and January 19th. So yes, I'm saying this because it's a new year, and there are people that are born, within this period. What zodiac sign, do they, are they attached to? What zodiac sign? What you say is their zodiac signs, and of course, let me just say a bit of zodiacs. Of course, we have 12 zodiac signs, and each of these zodiac signs represent a certain type of, from a certain type of period to another. That's when we have such zodiac signs, and people say, oh, you know what? That's why you hear people say, oh, I'm Leo, oh, I'm Gemini, oh, I'm Aries, oh no, I'm Taurus, and so like loads and loads of zodiac signs, and most of these, all of these zodiac signs represent different things, and that's like why you laugh the way you do, why you act the way you do, why your temperaments are like this, or why you're, why you. Someone says, oh, they're very, they have like a short fuse, they're very hot tempered, they're very nice or kind. So yes, today we're going to be talking about Capricorn. We are focusing on Capricorn, and Capricorn has to do with when you're born from the December 22nd to January 19th, you relate to being a Capricorn person, right? Even though I think that Capricorn is not, how do I explain it? A lot of people do not even, I think Gemini, people are always like, I'm Gemini. Gemini people, one day will come to you, just one day will come to you. But of course, what do we know about the personality, the zodiac sign Capricorn? So Capricorn is the 10th astrological sign in the zodiac out of 12 total zodiac signs, right? Originating from the constellation of Capricornus, the goats. And yes, I like you to also know that there are signs that, there are certain signs that are associated with every type of zodiac sign. So you need to go learn yours. If you're not a zodiac person, sometimes when we say these things, people are like, zodiac sign, what is that? That's an Oyibo thing. But then if you really look further, if you look deeply, into your own African thing or your Nigerian, if you like look deeply, you will understand that time and season is really very important. And if you go back to your own roots, you will know that there are things that we call these things. It may not be the English or zodiac signs and all of that, but there are things we call of these things. So I think that we should really implement some of these things I'm going to say today on the in our lives, in our personal life. So yes, let's just give you a bit of what that entails when we come back.
Modernization, chicken for money pressure, street orientation. Modernization, for money pressure. All my niggas sharp, cover face like Nagbaja. Get feel like but we no make up. TikTok boss them tap tap tap. Pass for the shit rababa. Oh my ijo rababa. Feeling good banana. Music don't need permission to enter your street. Anyway, anyhow, say you go feel me. Music don't need permission to enter your street. Yeah. Anyway, anyhow, say you go feel me.
Okay, welcome back. So this earth sign has its uniqueness. It has its unique spirit, said to be very powerful. Talking about Capricorn, still do not forget. Okay, it has its unique spirit, and it's a very very powerful zodiac sign. And if you are born around these times, around these seasons, there are certain things you need to know. So let me just read a bit and explain. So indeed, inside every earnest Capricorn is a mischievous troublemaker. So if you're found always trying to cause one or two biggest around your area, you know that you have to look at one of your signs. But that is not entirely what it is. So there are many things that are associated with it, right? So Capricorn is symbolized by the devil card through this so he has, like I told you earlier, that it has there's a gold sign. I mean, I wish you could go through it and see the sign of someone who's associated with the Capricorn thing, right? The Capricorn zodiac sign. So though this earth sign may seem a bit conservative and restrained at first, Capricorn's closest friends and lovers know that these sea goats love to party. So yes, Capricorn people, is it people that would like to go to that's why I started with this. I started this program saying, oh, DETTY, you people had loads of party and enjoyment, because I know that you people love to party. Capricorns, I have a lot of Capricorn friends, and most times when we go out, I'm like Lipskin, because you just don't like to so I'm kind of person who wants to stay stay there, relax, just look at people partying and everything. And sometimes I say, because you're a Capricorn, I say, no, it's not like that. I say, okay, no wahala. So interestingly, Capricorns are said to age backwards. That's another thing you need to know. They are said to age backwards. So you see that sometimes it's not just about the fact that, oh, you know what, I take care of myself. Oh, I have many, so I just, my skincare routine. What do you do? Why are you looking so young? Oh, my skincare routine. Why are you doing? Oh, my skincare routine. It's not just always about that. Some things are, sometimes genetic makeup, and sometimes zodiac signs. So take your zodiac signs really, really seriously. Okay, they become increasingly useful, optimistic, and playful as they mature. There are people that so it's one of these things when we say, when you play, when you are a very free-spirited person, open-minded and all of that, you tend to look younger. You have this youthful exuberance every time. It makes you look younger, right? So that's why we advise people to even if you don't have this thing instilled in you, you can work towards it. There are things that are learned, there are things that are there are things that are learned, right? And there are things that you come with. If you don't come with a particular type of thing, if you don't come with wealth, for instance, maybe you can look for how to work hard, right? Same thing with all of these things, right? Okay, so Capricorn's a mischievous troublemaker, like I said, right? I don't want to get that out of the way. So Capricorn is symbolized by the sea goat. I had said that just in case you are just joining us on the show, right? So another thing we need to understand is that Capricorns are very beautiful, very how do I say? Aside their troublemaking part, they are very sweet people. So if you have somebody born between the time December 22nd to January 19th, I know that you should know that these people are very sweet people. They can be troublesome, yes, but they are beautiful people. So of course, this speaks quite literally to Capricorn's planetary, ruler, which is Saturn, right? So don't worry, we're going to discuss all of this, in bits, because now I know you're saying, what is this? What is she saying? How is she trying to, talk about zodiac signs and also trying to talk about, the planets of the earth and all of that, Don't worry, I'll let you understand how most of this, zodiac signs are very much, about, they're related to colors, related to images and all of that. So when we come back, we'll just talk about all of that.
I'ma get no be so, girl you want capture my soul. I'ma get no be so, make we one bolombo. Better, bye.
On the 103.5 FM.
lótìtọ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni gọ́níyà fíjì ìròyìn tó àmójúbà gbogbo aláfẹ́ ayé tó dé Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites ló ń ròyìn wípé ìgbádùn sodo síbì kan ju bì kan lọ. Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites, elegantly and centrally located in a secured and serene environment. Our facilities include cozy rooms and suites, spacious event and conference hall. Our restaurant serves delicious intercontinental and local cuisines, while our bar is stocked with all kinds of assorted drinks. Ní Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites, iná wa kì í ṣẹ́jú nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ètò ààbò gbópọn falala lẹ́ẹ̀ma lo Wi-Fi ọ̀fẹ́ láì níkọ̀sẹ̀. There is also laundry service and fully equipped gym. Seeing the say is believing. Visit Subcam Hotel and Suites today at Plot 3, Mechanic Scheme, opposite New Garage off Ijebu-Ode Expressway, Ibadan, Nigeria. Telephone 090-6466-7569 and 090-4821-8600. Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites. In hospitality, we lead.
Let's go. This is your radio.
Unless we make broadcasting accountable, it is going to be very hard to change anything else for the better in our society. That is why all established and aspiring broadcasters are enjoined to join Society of Nigerian Broadcasters, SMB, the only legally recognized professional body for broadcasters in Nigeria. Registered since 1994. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, ìjọba ti wá rọ̀ Society of Nigerian Broadcasters, SMB lágbára láti issue operational license fún gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú ìtọ̀sẹ̀ tó tọ́. SMB has successfully gone through all the different stages of becoming law. Àjẹpẹ́ fún ẹnikẹ́ni láti rẹ́sẹ̀ walẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ó ní láti jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ SMB. Join now and be glad you did. Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ láti dọmọ ẹgbẹ́ SMB, ẹ pè alábòjútó National Coordinator Dr. Yemisi Bangbose lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 0803-331-5256 or better still visit www.smb.com.ng. Be fulfilled as a broadcaster. Join SMB.
On 103.5 FM.
Okay, welcome back. You're still on to Honor 103.5 and it is the lunchtime show. Okay, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're learning. And yes, just in case you want to participate in the second segment, because it's that time where you want to greet people, you want to say things, along the whole line. You can also try as much as possible to just pick your phone now and call the number 0915-103-5555. Again, 0915-103-5555. Just in case you want to call someone and greet them and say thank you for what you've done, for us. Thank you for, what you've done for me. Thank you for everything. And, just greet someone, say shout out to someone you love, someone you just want them to know how good you feel about them. So yes, we're talking about Capricorns, and it is very good for me to let you know that Capricorn is an earth sign. Capricorn is an earth sign. It is. We have a lot of signs, of course. We have fire. So when you say, elements, what's your element? People talk about elements. We have the fire, we have the water, we have the earth, so basically Capricorn is. We have 4 earth signs here. So Capricorn is. We have 4 type of elements rather, and Capricorn is an earth sign. And what colors do they associate with? There are particular colors that every zodiac sign associates with. For Capricorns, which are people born between December 22nd to January 19th, they are associated with the color brown, the color green, and the color blue. Remember, I said earth sign. And if you look at how the world is, so these things are very easy once you take your time to study them. If you look at how the world is, you see that most of these colors are what are made up of the world. You can see that your soil, you can call it brown, your sky, you can say your blue, the plants, you can say green, right? So these are how these things are. And if you put your mind to it, you understand why you should not even wear certain colors, or why you should wear certain colors, or why you should act. Do you get what I'm saying? Or things that are going to attract good luck to you and all of that. So let's just go to the enterprise part of Capricorn. So Capricorns are known to be extremely hardworking, visionaries, leaders, and trailblazers. So it means that just like it starts, just like kind of, it ends and starts with, like January, of course, January 1st to 19th, at least you know that you're starting the year, right? And you know that you're still part of those people that, should make change. You are a visionary. You should know that you should work hard. You should, you should just put the effort, because of course, everybody should put the effort, but then there's something about Capricorns. They're extremely hardworking, visionary leaders and trailblazers, like I said. So there are lots of Capricorns. I don't know. I think to interest you to know people that you share, these particular zodiac signs with. People like Dolly Parton, people like Michelle Obama, people like Katy Curry, Mary J. Blige, John Legend, and a whole lot of other people. There are people that yes, you want to know. Okay, this is why I share zodiac signs with these people. So yeah, that is one thing about them, and they are very talented, dynamic, beautiful human beings. I've mentioned beautiful like many times because I can attest to that. I have friends, I have Capricorn friends who are like, I don't. In fact, it's looking like right now I need to put a call through to them and say, you're so beautiful. But anyways, that aside, they are really dynamic. They are people who want to do this and do that. They are just people who are very, big on enterprise. Not just they're not lazy people. So I don't know if you are born in January and you're sitting now. Just know that nature is not you. It's just, they are clouding one. They are giving you a clouded nature. That nature of you just sitting and not doing anything. It's not you, because they have a grounded, practical spirit that makes people feel comfortable, in their presence. Although they are very selective about who they let into their lives. Capricorns are incredibly gracious friends who pride themselves on honesty and loyalty. I told you I have first-hand, experience with this. So yes, if you have that Capricorn friend, just know that these are who they are, and it's beautiful. It's always beautiful, like I said, right? So if a Capricorn doesn't approve of your choices or behavior, they will be very sure to let you know. They are not people who, what's it concern me? Make I just leave and make it do it they do. You know how people like this. They will tell you, like your friends will tell you, you know what? Yes, I do not like this behavior of. This is who I am. Like this is what you should do, and I don't like this. And they're very, very, very easy people to. Like I said, they are beautiful people. I will keep saying it to the end of this session, right? I keep saying it. So yes, but the great thing about Capricorn is that they will also help you come up with a solution. So they would not just tell you, you know what, Funke, I really do not like this, and this. I don't like it. I feel like you could do better. They would come up with solutions. So it's not just about telling somebody about the problem, because everybody has like one or two things that, they're not good at or they don't do well, right? But so it's about coming up with solutions. Okay, Funke, you know what? I feel that you don't do this well, so I think that this is what you should do, which I think should be everybody's, which I think should be everybody's approach to life, right? So there are this kind of people, and if you have people like that in your life, growth is sure. Growth is like sure for you, because these people come up with practical solutions, action items, and practical ideas on how to improve your situation. Capricorns are doers, which means they are all about making it happen. They want to make it happen. Like I said, I told you earlier, they are very enterprising people. They just want to do it. Like, you're telling a Capricorn, this thing you want to do like this, will it work? I don't know, Jay, let me just cook my abundance. They're like, no, there's no room for failure. There's no room for failure. you have to do it. Okay, so there are people who are going to push you. I think you should have, actually, I think you should have a Capricorn in your life, at least one Capricorn in your life. If you don't have, go and look for people born between the date December 22nd to January the 19th, right? So if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Well, that's definitely the way Capricorn roll. That's the way they roll. Like now I wish I was, but anyways, I'm glad for the fact that I'm an Aries. When it comes to my own turn, I'll tell you people my good sides and and all of that. So yes. Okay, we'll just go on a bit of music break. When we come back, we'll tell you their weaknesses so that you can also know their weaknesses aside their strength.
I want to make you show me, make we know the vibes. I don't want to sleep alone, wanna hold you tight, but I fool my eyes, but I'll be alright. Forever, oh my love, oh my kid, oh my sheet on. Say them go feel it, them go run it down, them go hold it, them go.
Okay, welcome back. We're still discussing, zodiac sign Capricorn. So now we are about telling you the weaknesses of Capricorn people, because they say everything that has advantages have disadvantages, and everything that has strength has weaknesses. It's one of the reasons when we go into business, when we do some other things, there's something called the SWOT analysis, where we say, the strength, the weaknesses, and I'm not telling you the rest so that you will not divert to another thing, okay? But anyways, what are the weaknesses of Capricorns? Of course, Capricorns must remember that not everyone wants, needs, or desires, and same lifestyle. Like, people have different lifestyles. Like, not everyone wants, needs, or desires the same, lifestyle. Everybody is just different. So Capricorns, lives, although it's like I don't know how to explain it better than to tell you that Capricorns, should also know that this thing you are saying, this thing you are doing, it's not everybody that likes it. Or you have to, sometimes you just have to live your life and all of that, right? So although Capricorn is extremely ambitious and their determination is undoubtedly extremely inspiring, it's important that Capricorn doesn't impose their standards on others, because they tend to, and this is not even a thing that is off. Because of how strong-willed they are, because of how enterprising, because of how talented they are, because of how focused, that's the word, because of how focused they are, when you're telling them, I don't think this thing will work, this thing will not work, this thing, funke, when you're telling them that, they would not like that. They do not like that, because it's like you're drawing them back. And you know how the psychological thing works. You know how reverse psychology works sometimes, and you also know how let me not go into all that. I think I'm trying to say a lot, but you know how it works sometimes, where if a person does not like what you want to do, you tend to want to do it more, especially if you're a strong-willed person. If you're not a strong-willed person, you would just say, I'm not doing it again because Ajayi does not like it, But if you're this kind of strong person, you would say, I want to show them that I can do it alone, I can do it, I will do it, and nothing will happen, and it's going to go, well. So yes, in trying to do that, sometimes they could impose, their selves on people. They could impose, their ideas on people, and not everybody is willing to understand. Not everybody is willing to bend. Not everybody is willing to accept the fact that you want what you want, or you are who you want, right? So because Capricorns are extremely ambitious and their determination is undoubtedly extremely inspiring, it's important that Capricorns, do not impose their standards on others. It's no problem when Capricorns, focus on their own aspirations and goals and all of that. It's fine. Like I said earlier, it's good for you to focus on your own goals and all of that. But trying to impose it on other people, everybody will not have it. Not everybody will have it, right? So like that is one thing you should note. If you're born, from December the 22nd to January 19, you tend to want to, say my yes is my yes on this, and nobody else's no, matters, right? Okay, so yes, so projecting their values on their closest friends is what they do most of the times, and family, not just friends, so it's a different story when you have somebody who understands you. That's why I'm saying everybody needs to go and understand their zodiac signs and their elements, because of course the beautiful thing about zodiac signs is that they are related to elements, just like they're also related to months and all of that. So if you know this automatically. Because for me, right now, I'm an Aries, right? I'm a fire sign. For a Capricorn, which is the zodiac sign we're focusing on today, they are the Earth's people, right? And like I said earlier, their colors are the brown, the green, and the blue. So yes, not just that Capricorns must remember to keep their eyes on their own paper. After all, not everyone wants to climb the ladder straight to the top. So if you're this kind of person and you have friends that are like, this thing will not work, this thing will not, let's not do, just leave them and try to have your own, just do your thing, right? Because not everybody is really hungry for success, just like you are as a Capricorn. You need to understand. Some folks just a lot of people just want to live a calm, relaxed, and peaceful existence, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. What's more, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you trying to you don't want to do the gra that a lot of people are interested in or invested in. It's just you trying to do your thing. So yeah, it's one thing that Capricorns should know. So aside all of that part, it's difficult for this earth sign to appreciate their current reality. So believing that nothing will be good enough until they reach the mountain's peak. But the journey is the destination, and likewise, by finding deep appreciation for their current blessings, Capricorns will be sure to feel even more fulfilled when they finally reach their desired outcome. So I told you that Capricorns are very, very stubborn people when it comes to reaching their peak. They would never stop at anything less, nothing less. They'll never stop at anything less. They're always going to, want to continue. So yes, before we continue, let's just, do small, let's shake our body small, so we'll be sure that whatever we are saying is entering your head this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
No. Inside my liver, I know this our love forever. Go on something to your son. Blame me, got my lifestyle, you know. No con here, con do no juru. You won't play me, bang bang golo. You dey eye me like I'm uncolos. Deep down inside my kidney, I love you and I'm not kidding. When you find out I'm a fly guy. I know I'm a shy guy, but I'm a sharp guy. No con here, con do no juru. You won't play me.
All right, you're still on to your darling radio station on the 103.5, and this is where we say, this is where we say, this is where we always, how do Yoruba people say it? Beruga what? This is where we always say, yeah, you are honorables, you are darlings, you are sweet people, you are special people, you're beautiful. A round of applause for yourselves wherever you're listening to us. Okay, yes, this is a time where we also tell you that you can stream. On our Facebook page, always on 103.5. Don't forget to stream. So don't say, my radio is not beside me, or therefore I cannot listen to. You can stream, my dear. You can. So we're talking about Capricorns. That's the zodiac sign Capricorn, and we've talked about their strength. We've talked about their weaknesses. Now we're going to be talking about what they should avoid. I told you that there's certain things Capricorns should avoid. Certain habits, certain colors, certain conversations, certain people. It's just how it is. You might feel like, it doesn't work. Well, there are things that are metaphysical. So yeah, anyways, let's get there on what Capricorns should avoid. Capricorns can connect with all zodiac signs. You know how this thing is sweet when they say your how do they say this thing again? You say, I'm AS, I'm AA, and then you now know you're AA. So, I can marry anybody. So that's how Capricorns are, right? Capricorns can connect with all zodiac signs. The only condition, however, is that they don't stand in this sea-goat's way. Remember I told you that the sign for Capricorns is sea-goat. So you need to also know, once you know your zodiac sign, you know your elements, you need to know the sign, the particular sign symbol, right, that is associated with your zodiac sign. So yes, in the particular of course, the topic of interest here, Capricorn, represented by a sea goat, right? So because Capricorns don't have time for petty games, this sign values honesty and transparency. Frankly, they would prefer if someone was super blunt. Yes, so if you're relating to someone, someone who has a Capricorn, you need to know that you need to be extra careful. You need to be extra careful on how you talk, because you don't just go to them and try to. Of course, you need to be honest, right? Whether you're relating to a Taurus, a Leo, whoever you're relating to, you need to be honest. But then if you're relating to a Capricorn, you need to know that they don't take, because they are very straightforward, right? So you need to know that you don't go there and say this thing is black today, and then tomorrow you say that this thing I saw that was black, sorry, it has changed, it's now blue. So that is how, because that's how like they operate, right? Transparency is the key word. So frankly, they would prefer if someone was super blunt, perhaps even kind of just harsh, right? They like the reality. This is how it is, and not like it'd be like say, well, whatever, make we just the manager. They're not that kind of people, right? Okay, so because they actually cannot stand people pleasing and ego stroking, right? They'll say it as it is. I've said that earlier. So of course, not all signs vibe with Capricorn's serious stoic spirit, so it's something that, yes, even though they can vibe with every sign, not all sign likes that part, because some people don't like you to talk to them and say this is it, why are you like this, why are you not like. A lot of people do not like that. A lot of people are like, no, you need to sugarcoat this whole thing. Some people do not like when you tell them, you are like you be like, say, people, I mean, some people do not like them some people do not like when you tell them the truth. They always like the part where you are saying, well, whatever, right? So Capricorns are not people like this. And if you are somebody who likes that, if you are somebody who does not like to listen to the truth, Capricorns are not your people, my dear. So move away. All right. So let's now move to, more on that type of thing, the love. So yes, like I said earlier, people pleasing and ego stroking are not part of the things that Capricorns, love, right? So fire signs like Aries, and I've been mentioning my Aries signs, Leo and Sagittarius might find Capricorns' stern essence a bit drab. They might find. So it's not a thing of 100%. It depends on who the person is. Also, there are other personality types and traits also that determine on how you say things, how you receive things, and all of that. So always note the word might. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which are fire signs, might find Capricorn stern sense a bit drab, while the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, can be turned off by Capricorn's judgmental tone. Do you get what I'm saying? So it depends on the sign. So someone like me now, I'm not really, if someone tells me, Lipskin, I don't like what you did, don't do this again, or why did you do this? I'm really not offended. I'm like trying to know why the person is saying this. Okay, what should I do better? What did I not do? Right? So that's like how most of Aries are. But on the other hand, the other signs, which are air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, can be turned off by the Capricorn's judgmental turn. Although Capricorn can make a dynamic, work with any zodiac sign, these sea goats must remember that not every person appreciates tough love. For me, I appreciate tough love. Okay, if you give me tough love, no wahala. If you give me soft love, no wahala. As long as you're giving me love, as long as you're telling me the truth, however you say it. Because for me, if I want to tell you the truth, I'm the kind of person who, if I want to tell you something, I won't just say it like, I wouldn't say it to offend you. I would kind of try to pamper you and say, you know what, I feel that if you did this would be better. Well, I didn't so yeah, but there are people who just say, how people say, I think Yoruba people say, "Oko on darling," or something like that. Just drop it like a bombshell, right? So yeah, so there are people that are like that. Let's just play a bit of music and would talk about just a bit on just the last part on people that Capricorns match.
Solo. And I've been writing solo. Before my 30 get promo.
Okay, so just before we go, let's talk about people that Capricorns love. They are loyal lovers, and they are also busy people. So they appreciate loyalty, consistency, and steadfast commitment. I will not be able to say much of all these things they say, but we've explained now: loyalty, consistency, and all of that. These are kind of people that Capricorns are attracted to. So yes, if you have a Capricorn in your life, you already know. I've given you tips on what they love, who they are, what they possess, qualities, weaknesses, strengths, everything. So now this is the time for you to get a Capricorn friend, or if you have one already, try as much as possible to bond with them and enjoy that relationship or that friendship. Okay, thank you so much, because this is where we draw the curtains on today's show. Yes, like I said earlier, this is the first of its kind here, and we are grateful that you stood by to listen. Next week we're coming for more of this, and we'll be making sure that we have the segment where you win and the segment where you call in to greet your special people. On behalf of my producer and the rest of the crew, we say a very, very big thank you. Join us again, same time, 12:10 to 1 p.m. tomorrow, and enjoy another edition of the Lunchtime Show with Lips Kane. Bye bye.